Hello everyone, thank you so much for joining me today. Today I have a 15-minute energizing flow for you. This will be perfect to start opening up the legs, start working into your hamstrings. We're also going to work through the spine, moving into some twists and start getting your spine nice and warmed up. All you will need is a yoga mat. So when you're ready, let's roll out the mat and get started. Alright, so we are going to get started seated on our mat today, so you can come on down onto your bum and cross your legs out in front. You can place your hands on top of your knees or in the center of your lap, and we're just going to take a moment here to close our eyes and start to notice our breath. Notice what we're thinking about, how we're feeling at the beginning of practice together. And drawing more attention to your breath. Notice the inhales and the exhales. See if you can breathe a little bit deeper into the belly and up into the chest. Stay here for a couple more rounds of breath. And blink the eyes open. And we'll sweep the arms up towards the sky, reaching up ahead. And then dropping our right hand down, reaching our left arm over. Starting to work into our side body. Feeling that left side of your body expand. And release your hands, move through center onto the other side, dropping your left hand down, reaching your right arm over. Feeling that right side body expand. Drawing those shoulders onto your ears. And one more time each side, we're going to pass through center, dropping the right hand down, reaching your left arm over. Remember to keep deep belly breaths throughout this practice. And pass through center, reaching your right arm over. And rise back up. Take one nice big stretch, arms reaching. And then sweep your arms behind you, clasping your hands. And start to pull your shoulder blades together, reaching your clasped hands down towards the back of the mat. Feeling your spine grow a little bit longer. And then start to bring your clasped hands to the outside edge of your right hip, tucking, making sure your right elbow is tucked back. From here, we're going to move into a bit of a neck stretch. So starting to drop your right ear to your right shoulder. If this feels too much, you can always back out. If this feels like too much, I encourage you to back out. And release your hands, bring them back behind, release your neck, and then come on to the other side. Hands to your left hip bone, and then gently drop your left ear to left shoulder. Really feel that stretch in the right side. And rise back up, release the hands, sweep them out, back in front, and then start to crawl your fingertips forward, shifting weight up, making our way into tabletop. Here in tabletop, we want to be aware that our shoulders are above our wrists and our hips are right above our knees. Spread your fingertips out wide. Really think about gripping the mat with your fingers. And we are going to move through a couple rounds of cow and cat. So on your next inhale, gaze forward, roll the shoulders down and back, cow pose. Exhale, press the mat away, round through your spine, tuck your tailbone for cat. Again, inhale, roll the shoulders down and back, gently drop the belly. Exhale, press the mat away, feel the space in between your shoulder blades expand, cat pose. One more time each way, inhale, cow, gaze forward. Exhale, cat, press the mat away, round through your spine. On your next inhale, come back to tabletop neutral position. And then exhale, kick your right leg straight back, point all 5 toes towards the mat, and then let your toes drop, press back through your right heel. Finding a nice stretch through the back of your legs, your calves, your hamstrings. If you would like, you can pulse, make some gentle pulses in and out. And come back to stillness, picking your right leg up, and then swinging your right foot off the left side of your mat and peeking over your left shoulder. Working a little bit more into our side body, feeling that stretch. Maybe noticing how this side stretch is different than the one we took earlier. And release, bring your knee back down, coming into tabletop. Next, we're going to move directly into the other side, kicking your left leg back, pointing your 5 toes under, and then pressing back through your left heel to find a stretch through the back of your left leg. Remember to keep breathing through these poses. And pick your leg up, swinging your left leg off the right side of the mat, peeking over your right shoulder. And release, coming back to tabletop. Crawl your hands a couple more inches forward on the mat. We're going to tuck our toes and lift our hips up towards the sky for our first downward facing dog. We want to make sure our knees are bent. Really think about lengthening through your spine. Keeping the spine long, not rounding through it. And start to gaze towards your hands and walk your feet up to meet your hands. Come making your way into forward fold. Bending those knees, letting your chest hang heavy on your thighs, releasing your neck. And halfway lift, bring your hands to your shins. Start to straighten the legs, gaze forward. And then release back to forward fold. Take a nice deep breath out. And on your next inhale, sweep the arms up towards the sky. Exhale, palms come in front of your heart. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, start to bend your elbows, open up the chest, cactus the arms down. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, come into forward fold. Bend your knees, let your chest hang heavy. Inhale, straighten your legs. Bring your hands to your shins, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms on the mat. Step your right foot back and then your left. And then press straight back into downward facing dog. All right, we're going to move through the sequence one more time. So on your next inhale, gaze towards your hands. and start to walk your feet up to meet your hands, coming into forward fold. Inhale, straighten your legs, bring your hands to your shins, halfway lift, and exhale, forward fold. Release everything, release your neck. Inhale. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, palms come in front of your heart. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, bend the elbows, cactus the arms down, lift the chest. And inhale, arms up. Exhale, release down into forward fold. On your next inhale, straighten the legs, gaze forward, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms on the mat, step your left foot back and then your right, pressing straight back into downward facing dog. Here in down dog, we're going to take a second to pedal out the feet. So really bend into one knee, straighten the other, and then switch sides. Bend and straighten, really working into our legs. Maybe sway your hips side to side, noting how that feels, and coming back to stillness. Here in down dog, we're going to peek back at our feet and start to walk our hands back to our feet, coming into a forward fold at the back of our mat now. From here, we are going to heel toe our feet out to the outer edges of our mat, and then plant our left hand directly below our face in the center of the mat, and then sweep our right arm up towards the sky, bending into our left knee, straightening out our right leg. Really think about opening your chest up towards the sky, drawing your shoulders out of your ears, and feeling the length in your spine. And release your hand back down. Start to bend to your right knee, straighten your left, and then sweep your left arm up. Really feel this twisting your spine, maybe stretching out the back of your left leg. And release. From here, we're going to move in. From here, we are going to move into goblet squat. So if you would like, you can heel toe your feet out a little bit farther, heels in, toes out. Start to bend into your knees and come all the way down into goblet squat. Bring your elbows to the inside of your knees, press your palms together. Draw those shoulders out of your ears. Find a nice stretch. And then release, coming into butterfly at the back of your mat. You can let your bum come down. Bring your feet together and let your knees hang out wide. You can take your peace fingers and your thumb, wrap them around your big toe. Sit up a little bit taller. And if you would like more of a stretch, you can always start to lean forward, keeping your spine long. And then rise back up. Extend your left leg out in front, tucking your right foot into your inner left thigh. Sweeping your arms up towards the sky, coming into a forward fold over your left leg. Let your hands drop wherever it is comfortable for you. And then rise back up. We're going to switch legs here, so extend your right leg out. And then bring your left foot to the inside of your right thigh. Sweeping the arms up and then coming into a forward fold. Let your hands come to rest wherever it's comfortable on the mat. We want to find a good stretch in our legs, but we don't want any pain. And release, rise back up. Make our way onto our backs. So you can scoot your butt forward, come onto the side, roll onto your back. However you find your way down to the mat. Once you've made your way down, you're going to bend your knees, plant your feet on the mat, your arms come down to the side. We're going to move into a bridge pose. So you can bring your feet, scoot your feet maybe a little bit closer towards your bum. And release. Pick up your knees, wrap your arms around your shins, hug everything in. And then extending your left leg, keep your right leg tucked in and hug that in a little bit farther. We're going to move into a twist, so taking your left hand and guiding your right knee over. If you would like, you can let your right arm come off to the side. Start to peek over your right shoulder. Remember to keep breathing. And release your right leg, coming out of that twist. And then bring your left leg in, compressing your left hip bone, really tucking it in. And then moving into the twist, taking your right hand and guiding your left knee over. Let your left arm fall off to the side. And gaze towards your left hand if that is accessible. And release your left leg back straight down. Keep your arms laying up to the side for the final resting pose, or Shavasana. Close your eyes and just take a moment to notice how you're feeling now at the end of class versus at the beginning. Notice what you're thinking about. Notice your breath. We're going to be here for a couple rounds of breath. I will guide you out at the end of class. You're welcome to stay here for as long as you would like. But if you're ready to come out, start to make a little wiggles and movements in your toes, in your fingers. Maybe stretch your arms up ahead, taking a nice long full body stretch. Rolling the ankles, rolling the wrists. And then shifting your weight off to the side, pressing up through your hands, coming up to seated, eyes closed. And take a moment here, seated, hope you enjoyed this class today and that it leaves you feeling a little bit more open and ready to take on the rest of your morning, evening, night, whatever time of the day it is for you. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you next time on the mat.